The moment our tour guide said Kim Jong-un was like, whoa, this is happening today.
We are officially in the DMZ.
This side is North Korea and this side is in South Korea, and we are currently right in between in the demilitarized zone. Good afternoon and welcome back to our channel. We are Sam and Nick, and today we are doing something pretty fantastic. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can join us on this epic journey around South Korea and the rest of the world.
오늘은 세계적으로도 매우 특별한 장소, 남과 북이 마주한 비무장지대, DMZ로 향합니다. 한반도의 아픈 역사와 현재가 공존하는 이곳을 직접 걸어보며 어떤 풍경과 이야기를 만나게 될지 기대되는데요. 지금 바로 함께 떠나보시죠.
That all happened very fast, but we found the guide and now we're on the bus on our way to do our next couple of stops.
But apparently, since this one is only 6 people, we're going to be joining another large group, and he has just told us it's because you cannot enter the DMZ with like a bus with less than 30 people, which is super interesting. But I'm not sure how today's going to play out. We're just kind of showing up. I know we go there, I know we see some things, but as far as like how it works out, we're just taking you along with the ride with us.
The weekend for view 1945 and after that we got divided into North Korea, South Korea. It means before the division of Korea, we will be one country under the name of Dora전망대.
불과 80여 년 전까지만 해도 하나의 나라였던 남과 북. 지금은 세계에서 가장 삼엄한 경계선으로 나뉘어 있다는 사실이 이곳에서니 더욱 실감나는데요. 같은 땅 위에 서로 다른 현실이 존재한다는 점이 새삼 깊은 여운을 남깁니다.
Alright, we have made it off the bus and we have about a 10-minute break before the tour gets started. So today we're going to go to 3 different areas. The first one's going to be an abandoned tunnel that was created by North Korea to sneak into South Korea. Then we go to a viewpoint where we can see into North Korea and see an abandoned village, and I'm really excited to tell you about that. And lastly, we go into a village inside the demilitarized zone. The guides fight for tickets because it's first come, first serve, so the guy that he's working with is 10th in line, and they don't start selling tickets till 9 a.m. So I think we're gonna get a ticket.
I got my coffee. It's a beautiful day. Let's go to... It's so surreal right now. If you can't tell, there are tons and tons and tons of tours happening here. But we know that you have to get here before, like pretty early, so that's part of the reason we left at 7:30. You have time slots to be able to go into the militarized zone, and so it's very... You want to definitely get here early. While we wait for the guide to grab our tickets for the DMZ, we're going to explore Imjinggak Park, which is kind of like the launching point. It's the park that's on the South Korean side, but you can see into the North Korea DMZ part. The river that borders both the North and the South Korean part of the DMZ is called the Imjinggak River, and that is why this park is called this park.
Many times I have tried without people to rely on. Our brothers finally met each other and sharing the past moment. But where are my mother and father? I'm crying out loud.
이산가족의 그리움이 남아있는 임진각에서니 전쟁이 남긴 상처가 아직도 끝나지 않았다는 사실이 더욱 실감납니다. 단순한 관광지가 아니라 분단의 현실과 아픔을 되새기게 하는 특별한 공간이라는 생각이 드는데요.
So this is one of the trains that used to go between South and North Korea to bring supplies. This train was actually found in the demilitarized zone, and you can see all the bullet holes and you can see what happened. So this is crazy. This is so surreal being here.
How you spend your life, how your dreams.
So right now we're learning a lot about this area. Is for people that were from North Korea that can't see their families anymore. It's called the unification area. And so it's a place to come and just be as close as you can without like going into North Korea. All right, we got about 10 minutes for our bus leaves. I think we have a small break to use the restroom over time. We're gonna grab some water and then we're gonna hop on our bus and actually get into the demilitarized zone. I've been looking forward to this since we started our Asia journey, so this is very hyped up for me.
We have learned that we won't be able to film in the 3rd location that we're going to, which is going to be that little community in the demilitarized zone. It's actually only the community center, because you can't actually go into that area, the communities that are inside the zone. Already we've learned so much about the history, and I didn't know a lot of this stuff, and it's really making it feel so real to us. And there were a couple times when he was talking that I was getting so emotional, just like thinking about how much Korea has had to go through, especially in the last like century and a half.
Observatory and last unification village.
We are officially in the DMZ. There's an area I've been looking forward to going to, and it's called the JSA, but we just found out that we can't go there a few years ago. Long story short, there was an American who did something bad here, and they were trying to extradite him back to the US, and he actually took this tour to try to escape to North Korea. So when they went to JSA, which is the border, he tried to run across. So now they don't let anyone go there, so thanks to that guy. Now we go to the tunnel, and I'm pretty stoked about this, but we can't take any photos or videos inside. We'll see what we can get.
On June 25, 1950, the invasion of South Korea by the North began with earth-shattering sounds of artillery. Although North and South Korea
Time to put the camera away.
20 minutes later.
A little harder than we thought. You walk down 250 meters of a 12% grade. And you walk to the end of the tunnel to see the other side of North Korea, which was pretty cool. You could actually have a hole in it so you could see through, but just 350 meters past the bottom of that hill, and it's really short. So if you're a tall person, that was difficult. I'm only 5'10". I was like crouched the whole time. But we have 10 minutes till we leave to our next spot, and a lot of pictures to take.
북한이 남침을 위해 비밀리에 파놓은 제3땅굴을 직접 걸어보니 교과서에서만 보던 역사가 눈앞에 현실처럼 다가옵니다. 분단의 흔적이 고스란히 남아있는 이곳은 생각보다 더 큰 울림을 전해주는데요.
Okay, apparently if you stand here and here, you're gonna be in both. I really love these like picture spots. They're pretty great. We literally have like 5 minutes at each spot, and like we're out of time.
All right, stop number 2, to the observatory. So this is actually where we get to see this village that I've read so much about. It's basically a village on the other side in North Korea, and it's completely vacant. They built it to make people want to come to North Korea because their buildings were taller, they had more money, and they play these propaganda commercials like over loudspeakers so people hear like, come to us. But no one lives there. And I read that a long time ago they used to have someone go in there every night and flip switches on so it looks like people live there. But then people found out that no one actually lives there.
사람이 살지 않는데도 불을 밝히고 방송을 내보내는 선전마을. 같은 한반도 안에서 펼쳐지는 전혀 다른 현실을 직접 마주하니 분단의 의미가 더욱 깊게 다가오는 순간입니다.
This is North Korea right now, and you can look into North Korea through the binoculars, which was so crazy. I seriously cannot get over the fact that we are like in this demilitarized zone where literally right there is South Korea and right there is North Korea. Is the third largest city in North Korea. You also should know that there are 2 flags here. One flag that's for North Korea and one flag that's for South Korea, and they're both on very, very high like flag poles, and the North Korea one is 160 meters high with their flag, and the South Korea one is about 100 meters high. There are also all of these like bees flying around, which like that one which is probably a sign. Like, oh no, that's weird, right? That just flew right into my hair.
And headed to the next spot. We have 10 minutes till our bus leaves and about an 8-minute walk. So we're gonna run per usual in SimpsOn The Go fashion. Also, you need to be mildly in shape. Some of these hills will get you, especially the tunnel. Work off all that Korean barbecue you've been eating. Also, what he told us in the beginning is that we're not allowed to film at the next spot. It is the community village, and all of it is closed to tourists. It is mostly for military, but there's one building that we're allowed to go into. But he said there's absolutely no filming or taking photos. So we're just gonna see what happens. So I apologize again, but maybe we can find some photos online for you.
On to the next spot. My legs are legit gonna be sore after this.
Right when you step off, the first thing you hear is Taylor Swift. So we thought we were going to the community center. We only have 15 minutes here, so I'm not really sure what we're doing here. It's like a souvenir shop, so maybe this is where you buy stuff and food. So there's two options. So we're doing the half day, which is still like 7 hours, and then there's a full day, which goes for like 3 more hours. We chose the half day because it's already a long day. The full day just goes to like a suspension bridge and a couple other things. Apparently you only get 3 hours in the DMZ, and since we started at 10:15, we have to be out by 1:15. It is currently 1, so we have literally 15 minutes. Off the bat, it smells delicious.
Do you smell that? Oh my gosh, it smells amazing.
Apparently you can get some DMZ rice.
There are a whole bunch of souvenirs and a lot of food, and I want to get something for our Christmas tree, so I'm getting this demilitarized zone patch.
I'll look at my clock.
전쟁의 상처가 남아있는 땅에서 이제는 쌀도 팔고 기념품도 판매하고 있다는 사실이 묘한 감정을 들게 합니다. 아픔의 역사와 현재의 일상이 함께 공존하는 DMZ의 또 다른 모습을 보여주는 장면인데요.
I'm pretty sure that we ate these at a bar we went to the other day. They are called popcorn flowers, and they literally taste like a popcorn just barely popped. They're really good, like a soy flavor. Back on the bus. This has been a very interesting day, but very fascinating. We've learned a lot today. But I guess the bus now goes from here all the way back to Seoul City. I guess we'll see you.
This was a very interesting tour. I think if you could go to the JSA, it would be more worth it. But it is cool to see North Korea. So if you're interested in doing that, I highly recommend that. But I don't know, it was a very weird experience. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but we'll talk more on it later. 감사합니다. Oh, we made it. Had a nice little nap. We both did. Much needed. All right, we have finished, and it was pretty good time. I would say it was kind of weird, like the whole vibe, and it felt kind of like it was all staged. But it was really cool to see, and I'm really glad we did it. It was something I've been looking forward to since we came to South Korea, so I'm really happy that we did it.
오늘은 분단의 아픔이 남아있는 DMZ를 걸으며 임진각과 제3땅굴, 선전마을까지 직접 둘러봤습니다. 같은 한반도 위에 존재하는 또 다른 현실을 마주한 특별한 하루였는데요. 다음 여행에서는 또 어떤 새로운 이야기가 기다리고 있을까요? 여러분의 예상도 댓글로 남겨주세요.